Hello, everyone. Welcome to Weekly Insider number 150. Today is Monday, August 29th, and we are live on Discord and YouTube. Thank you for joining us, and please be aware that this call is being recorded and will be available for you to check out later in the Horizen podcast. Also, please remember to send your questions to the team on Menti via the link in chat. Today, we're going to go ahead and kick off our updates with our engineering department. Welcome, Roberto.
Okay, thank you, Eric. And okay, hello everybody. I will be providing the most recent updates for the engineering department. Let's get started as usual with Zendu, and in particular talking about the team main focus and goal now, which is manage non-seizable sidechain. So last week we worked on an interesting analysis to check if a software module of the main chain test suite can be enhanced to generate proofs for version 2 sidechains. So this will allow us to decouple and loosen up the dependency with SDK, and so we can also anticipate some tests with minimal effort. Apart from all of this, we perform some preliminary analysis on impacts on a main chain related impacts on an implementation of key rotation on a sidechain. So we're basically investigating a main chain that will have to manage sidechains that hold two keys, a master key and a signing key. And this key can be changed. So the evaluation focus on the Axon Zendu, and it's still in progress. For what regards Blaze, okay, SDK version 0.51 has been released. The main functionality included in the release will guarantee the compatibility with the upcoming main chain fork and introduces new version of sidechain. So sidechain version 2. Another activity is related to enhancement of implementation of WebSocket client and server. And also several features of 0.50 version have been fully reviewed and finalized. Specifically, we limit on the number of backward transfer, consensus improvement, OpenStack transaction, and so on. On the other hand, for what regards the EM, the implementation of the gas consumption has been completed. Bloomfield's implementation is currently under review, while the base fee support implementation has started. Okay, so move to the proving system. We started benchmarking the base through with the latest Plonky 2 code base, and this activity is in progress. Risk zero base analysis is still in progress, and the comprehensive documentation on Plonky 2, so updated again to the most recent code version, is ongoing and actually now is close to be completed. Last update on the proving system comes from our cryptographic researcher, and they are working on a survey of the FRI commitment scheme that will be made publicly available and will contain acknowledgement both Horizen Lab and Orbis, which is another company working on zero-knowledge cryptography. And again, this activity is in progress and will be completed soon. Okay, so these were the main points for this Weekly Insider, and back to you, Erika.
Thank you, Roberto. Now I'd like to welcome Victor for product updates.
Thank you, Erika. Just like I'm sharing the slide for this week with the updates from product. As you may know, it was anticipated that for Token Mint, we are about to release in testnet the NFT MVP. And our infra team is preparing the deployment if they didn't start it yet to deploy this update to the existing public testnet sidechain. While for the EVM, we are proceeding to assess the test frameworks with the sidechain itself, and actually not only for the smart contracts that can be deployed in Solidity, but also for the built-in functionalities that act as a smart contract from the interaction standpoint. So we discovered, let's say, few adjustments that were required. The most are going to be addressed. We started testing with Truffle and Hardhead also. And let's say that we were missing, let's say, for example, some instruction that was telling if there is a specific contract deployed at a specific address, and given that it was a built-in functionality that was not deployed after the sidechain deployment itself, let's say it was not there because it was a different functionality for us. So we just have to mimic the functioning of the this Solidity smart contract deployment to be completely mimicking the functionalities of usual and common smart contracts. But anyway, we are proceeding very good also on that direction. And jointly with the smart contracts team that is giving us a big hand. And of course, they are starting already since a while, starting testing and deploying their smart contracts on our sidechain in a testing environment that we have. As Roberto was telling before, recently was deployed a new version of the SDK that will serve to avoid existing sidechains once updated to be ceased as soon as a new version, so a version 2 of a sidechain gets declared, because all sidechains are going to parse the information. Just a note about that, because I heard 051, just correct the current version that has been released is 041. Apart from that, for DVM, we have done some research around a feature that is called the access list. And also, we are near to complete the gas management handling. We have completed the part that regards what is called the tip. And we are redistributing in, let's say, the same pool that we were using in the previous version of the sidechains we have deployed in the past, at the end of an epoch, or anyway, among who has forged a block in a specific amount of blocks or time. So there is in Ethereum and in Ethereum compatible network this division, this difference between two parts of the fee. One that is called the base fee, the other that is called the tip. And the second part is what has still requires a bit of work, but we are still on track. We have recently introduced some security improvements in the roadmap. So let's say that also them will require specific audits to be, let's say, to be completely sure that by introducing security, we are not introducing also other attack vectors. So we will keep you posted on the evolution of those. And that's all from me. Back to you, Enrica.
Wonderful, thank you. So I'd like to welcome Vano for the BD updates now.
Thank you, Erika. Happy Monday. So it's been a while since we announced our latest third-party wallet integration, and we have news today. As of weekend, Now Wallet supports Zen. Now Wallet is a non-custodial wallet offered by the Change Now multi-coin exchange team, a long-time supporters for Zen. In addition to obvious send and receive functionality, the wallet has integrated features for swaps and fiat on-ramp for Zen and other cryptos as well. And apart from the exchange and the wallet, Change Now team are also operating a point of sale system called Now Payments, and an API full node and block explorer service called Now Nodes. And Zen is supported on all of their platforms. Really happy to welcome Now Wallet as a third-party wallet supporting Zen to the Now team for their partnership and support along years. That's all from me. Back to you, Erika.
Thank you, Vano. And now I'd like to welcome Lucy for the marketing updates.
Hello, everyone. Sorry, computer issues, couldn't find the button. Happy Monday, everyone. So we will be at the ZenCon just 2 weeks from now. Super excited about that. I have already started packing, so super excited, needless to say. We have a lot of interesting speakers at the event. They're our partners, advisors, investors of Horizen Labs, and also some evangelists from our community. So a list of speakers will be published on the ZenCon website today. So for people that who can't make it to the event this year, we will release the recordings of some of the speeches and presentations after the event. We will be dropping a ZenCon exclusive NFT, Zero Gravity, to all the participants. So last week, we actually showed a sneak peek of the NFT existing on our internal token mint testnet. And that token mint upgrades within and NFT supports are going well. So we are planning to mint and drop the zero gravity NFT to the ZenCon attendees next week. This NFT is used to reward people who are contributors to the success of ZenCon Zero. So even if you won't be able to physically make it to the event this time, but you help promote and amplify ZenCon Zero in some ways, you will also have the opportunity to own this NFT. So we will share some information, more information about that after the initial drop. Speaking of airdrops, Punk's token will also be dropped next week. The airdrop schedule is now available on the Punk's token website, so please check out. That's it from me. Back to you, Erica.
Amazing. So this week we will not have any leadership updates. Unfortunately, the leadership is currently stuck in a meeting. So we'll go ahead and move over to the Q&A session. So today our questions, top question today is, are we able to use Blaze already? Perhaps Roberto or somebody would be able to answer that?
Yeah, probably Victor.
Yes, no problem. Yes, we are able already to use Blaze, and actually Token Mint is built on Blaze, on top of Blaze. So we are since a while using it in testnet, and actually Token Mint is live on mainnet as well since April, if I didn't remember wrong. But anyway, let's say that it was mainly used by internal developers. It's anyway an open source project, so the code is all available for third-party developers. And we are here, and also you reach out on Discord in case you would like to build something on top of Blaze and you require some help. So feel free. But yeah, the answer is yes.
Fantastic. Thank you, Victor. So the next question, I'm not quite sure who'd be best to answer it. Why did it take so long to move away from Lattice, UTXO based, towards a provable EVM?
I can take this one just for the part that regards the statement provable. This is the one that we are building right now is a sidechain that we're calling internally the EVM sidechain that integrates the functionality to elaborate smart contracts, just like Ethereum or other networks. But there is a difference between a provable EVM and an EVM. This one, the one we are currently moving forward, it is not provable, not fully provable, let's say. But anyway, we are working also on provable EVMs. To answer why did it take so long, it's because we keep the same let's say, framework we had for Utixo as a base, and given that, let's say, the base model of the SDK has completely changed, given that for EVM it's required to have an account model. The changes were really a lot. And also for Ethereum, and to be compatible with Ethereum, everything had to change. The block, let's say everything that has to be parsed. So the block structure, every transaction, the signature scheme, the primitives for signing, and also the base framework that we had to build on top. So, and actually there, let's say, good Easter egg is that by keeping the same base, one can decide to deploy a sidechain on Utixo model or on account based. And actually, we have also some flexibility around what we can do for processing transactions. And this is what we ended up using for managing, for example, backward transfer that are managed just like smart contracts, but are building functionalities, and is the way we will bring to, let's say, custom business logic also for account model. Thanks. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you. So for the next question, I think this one would probably be best for Lucy. The question is, will you have any contests for NFT design?
Yes, absolutely. We will host a community NFT contest when, after NFT support is available on Token testnet. We will release contest details information very soon.
Perfect, thank you. And since we do still have a few more minutes left, I'll go ahead and probably do one or two more questions. So it looks like somebody wants to know if somebody can tell us more about the NFT capabilities on TokenMint, perhaps Victor?
Sure. Actually, we are releasing what we call internally an MVP. So let's say that we are building also to have the token generator ready for deploying also NFTs that, let's say, thank you, Vano. I'm seeing your comments. Let's say that the token generator will be available, will be the tool that users are supposed to use also for deploying NFTs, not only fungible tokens. The capabilities are, let's say, pretty flexible because you have, let's say, the whole structure of an NFT that is defined by our tools. But for the metadata itself, let's say that the user is supposed to use something that is compatible with, for example, a standard that is what I currently see decoded in OpenSea, but actually one can decide to use it for some other use cases that he may end up building. So let's say that we leave the placeholder for metadata. We suggest a specific way of using it, but let's say that we will see only after some weeks how people prefers to use it. But anyway, given it's an MVP, at the moment you can build your NFTs one by one. So for the collections, we are still using internal tools at the moment for example, what we have to deploy during ZenCon. But let's see that nothing can stop us now that we started deploying. So feel free to suggest also also this one on Discord. Thanks.
Fantastic. Thank you. So we'll go ahead and end it just a few minutes early today. I want to thank everybody for coming and joining us today on the Weekly Insider, and we will see you again.